comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning! It is a very chilly Thursday morning, December 4th, 2025. How do you do? First of all, I'm just going to come right out and say it. Sad news. Sad news. My segment on Impact Nightline got cut. Sorry, one of the fluffies got right in my face. My segment got cut, but I'm not, whatever. I'm not really that bothered by it. It's honestly just super cool that they reached out and asked if they could use my stuff, that I was even a part of it to begin with, that I was considered at all, and I genuinely have proof. So that was really nice. I'm really not that worried about it, but in case anyone goes to and it is a good episode. I watched it this morning. It's a great episode. Definitely watch it. Don't skip it just because my segment got cut, please. I appreciate your solidarity, but it's a great episode. Check it out. But yeah, my segment got cut, but it looks like it's not like it was like, oh, we don't like her, just cut her out. The whole segment with podcasters reacting to her podcast got cut. And the one thing I am kind of disappointed about their take on it is that they did kind of lean farther into the well, she sure is sorry. She sure is sorry about it. And I'm like, is she though? Is she? So I can see why they cut my segment, because that was not the direction they ended up going with. So that's fine. I'm fine with it. I get it. It was just super cool to be considered. So anywho, how are you guys? I am feeling a little better. I'm sorry I had to skip yesterday. My head still hurts a little bit. My ears still hurt, but I have homemade chicken soup that I made. So I have that to make me feel better. And I have you guys, and I have other great things like my laborious Franklin Richards breakdown is finally out for all to see. And I even went through with the help of contributing editor Kino. Thank you so much, sir. With Kino's help, I have gone ahead and split it up into 3 parts and uploaded that as well. So the Franklin Richards breakdown is out. Finally over. The nightmare is over. It was seriously one of the most difficult. There's so much lore about Franklin. And my first comment on it was I'm so shocked that so many people don't know about Franklin Richards. Like, but if everyone did, I would not exist. So that's what I'm here for, y'all. That's what I'm here for. Anywho, oh, we're 300 hours away. We're 300 hours away from the giveaway. Okay, so 300 hours away from 4 of you winning some stuff. We've got 3 games from Cards Against Humanity. I've shown you guys a billion times. Do you really need to see them again? But we've got 3 games from Cards Against Humanity to give away, and a custom designed comics and hoodie. So 300 hours away. Keep the playlist going. Do not forget to comment. Please don't forget to comment. I know rules are annoying, but there's a very specific reason why I ask you guys to do that. And it's because That's how the little system that YouTube has for us to randomly pick a name. That's how they do that. It won't let me just like pick random subscribers. It you have to leave comments. So, anywho, please make sure you are hitting the like button, subscribing if you are new. By the way, welcome new subscribers, and ringing the notification bell. Guys, I am all a tangle here. Guys, make sure you have all notifications turned on so you get notified whenever there's a drop. Only like 1% of you have the bell rung. Only 1% of you have that notification bell on. I had a minor panic attack last night because I thought 90% of my subscribers were actually bots. And I had to be talked off a ledge by a few people. Sorry, I'm having issues this morning. So make sure you have your notification bell on. I know it's not something you think about. My boyfriend didn't have it on. And I was like, oh my God, it's like going to someone else for a haircut. And then it like clued in for him because, you know. Anywho, one of those fuzzies is still stuck to my lip. And I can feel it. Okay, I got it. I feel better about life now. All right, guys, let's scream good morning to everyone. And remember, like button, get the like button. Members and super chats get their good mornings first. And that it went right into my mouth. I have new clips to play when you guys leave a super chat, super sticker, super thanks. I super appreciate them. I have new clips to play, and I'm not going to show you because that would defeat the purpose. So if you guys leave a super chat, a super thanks, or a super sticker, I will super appreciate it by showing you one of the super awesome clips I have for you. So, and they're fun. They're super fun. They're super fun for your super chats, super thanks. Super fun. All right, guys, let's scream good morning. Good morning, Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. Good morning. That's our only member in the chat right now. That's fine. It's okay. Buenos dias, Fernando. Tonight. Fernando. Abba. Good morning, Omari. Stop giving me shit about Franklin. Omari says, I'm telling you, take that segment of you talking about Allison Mack on your stream and turn it into a separate video. She's still newsworthy. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Okay. Okay. Did you have a booger? Do I have a booger? Do I have a booger? No, I don't. Stop it. No, I had a fuzzy. There's a fuzzy from my Russian hat filter. Hey, there we go. Okay, so for $1.99, I'm going to turn the background music down. For $1.99, I will play a shorter clip, and we'll do this one.
Howard said that Lester's Arconia paperwork got uploaded into the robot. So basically, we just have to get our hands on it. That was the robot, wasn't it?
I think that's so funny. I have other ones. I do. But thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I have more. I have so many more. Good morning. Jesus is goat. I love ABBA. My daughter loves ABBA. And I thought of you when it played on Stranger Things. But I have more. I have more clips. But that Lester, oh no. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's like my favorite. Okay, so I have more clips. I've got a great one. I have a really, really awesome one that I really hope I get to play. It's So obviously, the bigger the super chat, the longer the clip. If we get like a $5 to $10 super chat, I will play it today. Listen, I actually agonized over getting this clip, so I hope I get to play it today. It's something I yell a lot around the house and to friends. So anyway, let's dive in. Let's dive into some headlines before we get to our main topic. Have we noticed before we it's funny how it just like cuts off like that. I need to figure that out. Have we noticed that one of my scoops that I've been talking to you guys about for a while, suddenly, after me being called crazy for so long, suddenly other people are like, so it's looking like this may happen, guys. I'm like, oh, you don't say. You don't say. But I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have sources. I'm just a grifter. Jinkies, they caught me. All right, guys. Let's dive into some headlines. So, John Shu. Is it Shu or Chew? Genuinely, I don't know. John Chu has signed a major first look deal with Paramount to develop films and TV shows for the studio. And this is coming from Puck News. You got to admit, he's made some money. He's made some money with the Wicked movies. Now, I thought that the first one was very well done. The second one, I mean, the production value, the production quality, definitely good. But it bored me to tears because they really had to stretch out this very, very thin third act. And by this point, we were all just sick to death of the press between Ariana and Cynthia. And of course, the complete and total lack of chemistry between Cynthia and everyone in the cast. So there were several reasons why I really didn't get into the second one. And honestly, I am not really the target audience for these films. So there's that. I know a lot of people really love both of these films. And objectively speaking, this man has made a lot of money for the studio off of these films. So, of course, he would be headhunted. Of course, Paramount's like, come here. How much would it take? Like, I'm just going to keep counting and you tell me when. So, of course, that would happen. Good morning, Lord Tothy. Good morning. In case you missed it, we have new clips for super chats and stickers. I'm very excited to get these. I wanted to use them so bad yesterday, but I was feeling a lot sicker than I am today. So I was really bummed out because I'm like, I've got all of these clips that I just struggled. There's one in particular that I was like, I have to have this. I need to work it out. So I was really bummed. I'm feeling a little better. I still have a bit of a headache and my ears still hurt. I'm a little sniffly, but I'm here and I have new clips for super chats. I'm so excited. All right. Anywho, that is that. Puck News is usually pretty spot on. So if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about John Chu being signed to a major first looks deal with Paramount Studios for film and series, leave it in the chat below. We're going to move on. Okay, this is genuinely hilarious to me, and this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. And this is not the first time someone has said this. Sebastian Stan actually called her out on Instagram a while back, saying it was nice to reintroduce myself to Gwyneth Paltrow after we've been in. Oh, reintroduce myself to Gwyneth Paltrow for the third time. Like, hey, we've actually been in movies together. So Robert Downey Jr. says that Gwyneth Paltrow once asked him who Tom Holland is, despite starring alongside him several times. I responded, "That's Spider-Man. His name is Peter. His character's name is Peter. He's Tom Holland. You've done 4 movies with him." Like, so Gwyneth Paltrow, kind of a dick. Like, she just doesn't see her co-stars as important enough to remember. Is that's what's going on? Or does she have her former fiancés I don't recognize faces disease, which Dave refers to as the asshole disease? Or good morning, Ensign Loki. Or is it, does she have low brain activity like Kim? Good morning, Lieutenant Kino, contributing editor. It happens, bud. Am I feeling good enough for tonight's Hercules watch along? I should be fine. I should be good enough. That's right. If you are a member of the channel, we have a members only Discord where on Thursdays we watch stuff together. And right now we're watching Hercules, the Legendary Journey. So it's a good time. Sometimes I fold clothes while we're doing it. So join as a member and join us for our Throwback Thursday theaters. Yes, I think she's dumb and kind of an asshole. I'm just saying. Have you seen her kids post on Instagram like, my name's Apple Blythe? And yeah. I'm so pretty. She's this goat. What season of Hercules? We're on the first season. We're only gonna watch it for like 3 more weeks or 2 or 3 more weeks, and then we're gonna move on to something else because it's Throwback Thursday theater where we're kind of, the whole point is like 90s kind of sci-fi comfort watch stuff. So next is Farscape. Deranged lunatic. Remember, Gwyneth Paltrow supposedly sells candles that smells like her vagina. Right. She's so weird. Goop. That's what she calls it. Goop. Goopity poop. She's a weird one. She's a weird one. But, you know, she was raised in a bubble. You know, those, when you're raised super rich, super famous. Remember her mom, famous actress, super wealthy. When you're raised that way, you're raised in kind of this bubble, like detached from reality. You don't know. You don't know. Bless her heart. That's what we say over here. We say, bless her heart. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you, Gwyneth. All right, guys. Let's move on. If you have any, leave all your questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Gwyneth Paltrow not remembering anyone she's ever worked with except Robert Downey Jr. Leave it in the chat. Ensign Loki. It's also likely she was a friend of Harvey Weinstein. I agree with you. I believe with you. Okay, moving on. Hey guys, we got our first poster. First poster for Spider-Noir, starring Nicolas Cage, who will be, in fact, playing Ben Reilly. Ben Reilly, who becomes Spider-Noir. I'm really excited for this. It looks pretty good. Fingers crossed. Okay. All the fingers crossed. All the fingers I can't. I don't think I can cross anymore. Oh, West Coast. Anyway, crossed all my fingers. Hopefully it's good. It's coming out next year. I don't need Grok to explain this to me. How do you make that stop? There we go. There we go. Looks pretty good. I believe was this released at CCXP? Lieutenant Kino says put Nick Cage in all the things. Let's start with Superman. I disagree. I do not want to see the Nick Cage Superman. Not even a little bit. Sorry about yanked out my earring, and that really hurt. Ow. Okay. From all the behind the scenes we've seen, looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Where's the other thing I had saved? That is from CCXP. Okay, where's the other thing? I had the other. I lost it. Okay. Maybe I'm going to have to do some research on Spider-Noir. I don't know a lot about him. I guess I need to add that to the breakdown list. So, anyone else have any interest in that? In a Spider-Noir breakdown? Remember, you've got a Franklin Richards breakdown to watch, comment, and like and share. You need to get on that. Please, God. I put in so much work. Anywho, leave all your questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Spider-Noir in the chat below. Very curious about it. Very curious. I can't wait to see it. Genuinely. Oh yeah. Lieutenant Keto says film noir style universe. Think Sin City, but with Spider-Man. I'm for it. Hey, good morning, Nadja. I read the thumbnail and went, well, Dani is always right. Here's the funny thing, Nadja, is that a couple of my very, very, how do I put this? Legit sources. Like these are people that they have no reason to lie. They don't want their names used, so there's no benefit to them to tell me this stuff. But I've been saying this for a couple months now, and I got called a lot of names. I got called crazy, and then last night, the direct Puck Matthew Baloney starts putting out the thing I've been saying for months, and I'm like, oh, well, look at that. Thank you. I did them again last night. I love them. Thank you. I love my nails. They're my favorites. I did my nails and lashes last night because I wasn't feeling good. My mama always said better look good than feel good, girl. Anywho. Again, if you have any thing you want to say about Spider-Noir, leave it in the chat below. We also got at CCXP our first looks at got distracted because Blondie was playing. First of all, I love Blondie. Second of all, I don't want to have to deal with a copyright, whatever. Anyway, this is our first look at the Supergirl costume. It looks very good. It looks like Superman, but Supergirl, which is exactly what the Supergirl costume should look like. But if you'll also notice, let me find it because I saved it also. And of course, it's not going to show up here because Twitter hates me. She also has the S symbol on the cape as well. There's a reflection in the glass. Let's see if we can catch it. Looks pretty good. I like the belt. What can I say? I like belts. I love the skirt. I'm so glad it's a skirt. Listen, you guys know how I feel about the CW shows. For serious, not a fan. And I feel like, oh, you could see it. There it goes. There it is. There's the S. You guys know how I feel about the CW shows. Like, but one of the worst sins that the Supergirl CW show ever committed, aside from choosing to go the New 52 route, because really, you've got all these statisticians and consultants on your payroll. They couldn't tell you that's like the least favorite continuity ever. But they gave her pants. They gave Supergirl pants. And one of the most iconic things about Supergirl, aside from her being blonde, is her cute little pleated skirt. Her iconic costume. To me, it's like giving Wonder Woman pants. Stop it. No, show them legs off. No. I love the Supergirl costume. I am genuinely looking forward to it. I really enjoyed Ana Nogueira's comments, her take on it, how she felt about it, how she attacked it when writing it. So definitely looking forward to this. Costume is on point. Ensign Loki. Every CW superhero show eventually became the same show, overloaded with too many characters. It was trite, it was campy, it was corny, it was low budge. That is how I feel about CW shows. They spent years trying to chase the success that Smallville had with the WB and later the CW. And you just can't do that. You can't capture lightning twice like that. It's just not possible. Especially, let me rephrase that. Because that's not necessarily true. That's not true. You can't do the same thing twice when you're not doing the same thing. That didn't make any sense either. Okay. Let me take a drink of coffee. Caffeine goes to the brain. All right. They felt like, okay, they're already watching. Just throw whatever out there. We've got their attention. Now we can put our feet up. They got complacent and they got lazy with it. Smallville, they actually put the effort into it. There was effort. There was good writing. There was quality entertainment. The CW, it was just lazy. It was just lazy. So I did Lieutenant Kino. Yes, Superman and Lois was a solid show. I really enjoyed that. Bitsy Tulloch, how are you, girl? She is a sweet, genuine woman, and she's married to a St. Louisan. I adore that dude too. But anyway, the Superman and Lois, fantastic show. Really well done. The only CWDC show that I will allow. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Omari, Smallville ran for 10 seasons. You'll never see a comic book show run for that long ever again. No, you will not. Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. I've always loved a woman in a short skirt. It reminds me of that song by Cake. With a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. It's the theme song from Chuck. Anywho, I like the costume. It looks good. I like that they didn't deviate from Superman's costume because that's the point. Super family, they're supposed to match. They kept the skirt and they gave her those sexy tall boots. I love that. I love thigh-high boots. Such a gorgeous silhouette. I love thigh-high boots. So this looks awesome. Looks awesome. Can't wait to see Millie Alcock in it. Can't wait to see it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. All right. Leave all your questions, comments, emotional outbursts in the chat below. We are moving on. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that Price is Right in my head? No, it's not. That's not Price is Right. What is that? Okay. Moving on. Oh. They're teasing the final season of The Boys. This is a dope poster. Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth. I hope it's better than the last season. The last season just really bored the hell out of me. Gen V is, I think, is better. I think Gen V is better than The Boys at this point. That's my personal opinion. It, for whatever weight that carries. It's just, there's too much shock value in it. You know, it's like they focus too much on the penis jokes and not enough on solid writing. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it ends. I am a huge fan of Jack Quaid. I think he's hilarious. He's a great comedic actor. I really enjoy him. There you go. Exactly. Jesus's goat. The boys turned into shock penis value. Precisely, my good sir. Shock penis value. So we shall see. We shall see. Blah, 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 blah. Where are we at? So remember Tuesday, I was saying how there's a rumor going around that Steve Trevor, they were casting for Steve Trevor, that he was going to show up in Man of Tomorrow. And I was saying how weird that was. It was a weird time to introduce Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman. But that, you know, Gunn doesn't necessarily actually adapt comic stories. He just says, hey, I like that computer in that comic book. Say we're adapting that comic book. Right? Well, he has responded to someone on Threads, which these websites are starting to really tick me off, these accounts, because my buddy, Real Anarchy, Benny, I love you. He asked James Gunn a question on Threads, and James Gunn has answered him several times. And Benny will share it. And these accounts, like DC Film News, will cut his question out, will cut him out of it entirely and share James Gunn's answer like they've just discovered something. And it just, My Time to Shine, hello, did it too. And it just chaps my ass. It really does. I will give people credit where it is due. I I promise, because it will eat me alive. It will eat me alive. Not just because I will feel genuinely bad about it, because I will live in fear of being discovered. My lie will become uncovered. So that's why the first thing I told you guys this morning was, looks like ABC cut my segment today. I don't want you guys to think that I was purposely trying to mislead you. Omari. Someone check Gunn's phone to see the amount of hours he's logged on to threads for replying to people. Do your job. No shit, man. Like, seriously. It becomes more and more true every time I say it. Jennifer Holland. Take your man's phone away from him when he goes to take a shit, girl. He he's not helping himself. He's not helping you. He's not helping anybody. He's not doing his job. He's just playing on threads. Threads is mindless entertainment, as a dear friend of mine once said. Keep a post-it right there that says so. So, just to all these accounts out there who do this kind of shit, leave the person's name on there at least. Give them the credit. That's just this dirty pool, man. Stop playing dirty pool. But all right, back to the real point. I told you it was super weird for them to say that, oh, they're getting Steve Trevor. They're casting for Steve Trevor. I'm like, that's weird. That's weird timing, bro. That's real weird. Guess what? It's not true. Hello, my love. You're welcome. You know I love you, buddy. I always got your back. Always got your back. And good morning, Real Anarchy. You know I got you. So, again, I'm right. There's no Steve Trevor manage tomorrow. At least right now. In 6 months, we may have misunderstood him. But he didn't deny Wonder Woman. Still weird. So there you have it. And just to kind of give the rest of the chat some context, what happened. What had happened was Real Anarchy asked James Gunn on Threads, like, what's the thing people want most? What's the thing they ask most for Batman? Like, what's the thing they're demanding to see of Batman? Do they want, like, is it the blue and gray suit? And James Gunn responded, blue and gray suit, yellow behind the bat, Trunks belt, but mostly write well, solid script. And people took James Gunn's answer, cropped it out, and shared it all over the internet, including my time to shine hello, which is Daniel RPK, for those who don't know. Shared it all over the internet like they've just scooped something, and they left Real Anarchy completely out of it when he is the one who scooped it. So annoying. It's just dirty. Don't do that anymore. All right, guys. So no Steve Trevor as of this moment in Man of Tomorrow. Again, you know how things go with poor old James Gunn. We could be confused. In 6 months, he was like, or, well, at the time, he wasn't in it. At the time, we weren't casting. At the time. At the time. So, this I'm really excited about, and I'm so glad Benny's here because he and I are on the same team with this one. This is super cool. Okay. Also, Who told you that Brainiac was going to be in it first? Yeah, it's me. Anyway, I'm going to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that. Sources tell Nexus Point News that, and how do you pronounce his name? Is it Kleiss? Clace? I need to ask someone who knows. We're going to call him Mr. Bang. I want to see what he's been in, though. I want to see what he's been in. I know he's been in stuff. I just can't say it off the top of my head. And I know I've seen him in stuff. He's Danish. He's Danish. That's nice. It's nice that he's... Oh, Dracula! That's where I've seen him. Okay, so Netflix did a Dracula series, and he played Dracula. Fantastic. He's amazing. Bang! Bang! Anyway, Kleiss Bang. So anyway, sources tell Nexus Point News that Kleiss Bang, Matt Smith, Doctor Who, he's my favorite Doctor Who, and Sam Rockwell are on the short list to play Brainiac in Man of Tomorrow. That's right. Yes. My hope is Kleiss Bang. He is absolutely incredible. Go watch the Netflix Dracula series. Go do your homework. That is your homework. After you go watch my breakdown on Franklin Richards today, leave a like, comment, and share it. After you do that, go watch the Netflix Dracula series, because this guy, you will be convinced after episode 1 that this guy is Brainiac. He is so creepy. He's so charismatic and smooth. He is it, man. He is absolutely it. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that Gunn would probably go with Sam Rockwell. Please don't. Please don't. I mean, I love Sam Rockwell. I absolutely do. I think Sam Rockwell is an incredible actor, but I don't think he's the right choice for Brainiac. I think Kleiss Bang is. He's absolutely incredible. Let's see. We've got two. Let's see. Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic member. Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. I'm rooting for Matt Smith. He's one of my favorite Doctor Who. He's my number one. And then there's David Tennant. And then Peter Capaldi. And then Tom. Lieutenant, member of the channel. If I give a rank, for those who don't know, if I call someone by a rank, they're a member of the channel. And of course, members get priority with comments. Member of the channel, Lieutenant Kino, says Matt Smith, please, as well. Ooh, a lot of members saying Matt Smith. I'm going with Kleiss. Kleiss. Bang! Bang, bang! Bang, bang, bang. Good morning, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS. I have brand new clips for Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Thanks. And there's a really, really cool one. There's a really cool one that I think you're going to love. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Omari says, Iron Man 2 was wasted on Sam Rockwell. Does he want to take a chance on another comic book film? And does Matt Smith want to take a chance on another comic book film after Morbius? Then again, Matt Smith is kind of a I do what I want kind of actor. He really is. He does whatever he wants. If he's like, it sounds like fun, I'll do it. He doesn't care. So, but again, Kleiss Bang! Bang, bang! That's who I want. That's who I want. I'm all about it. I might have had too much coffee already. Bang! If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about the rumored supposed shortlist for Nexus Point News, leave it in the chat below. That is a really good comment. Really good comment to this topic, Omari. Lets people know about Clyde Spang. So it means people won't have any preconceived notions about him compared to the others. Bang! Bang! I'm going to have to find, do I have a bang? I don't think I do. I'm going to have to find one. Bang! Sound effect. We'll get there. All right, guys. Moving down. I'm saying bang. His name is Bang. All right, guys. This, I should have said this with Supergirl. So Matthias. Oh god, this is such a German name. Let's get it. Let's get yeah. Matthias Schnert. We could do a whole show of me trying to pronounce names. Matthias Schonert. Someone tell me how to pronounce this. Google, do your thing. How to pronounce this? Let's just ask, okay? Because I gotta know. I gotta know. Skonarts. I would have not gotten that. I would have not gotten that. I've never heard his name said, but I've seen him in a lot of stuff. But I would not have gotten that. He's a cute guy. What can I say? Anyway, he was in the Old Guard. He was the turncoat in the Old Guard. You know, I haven't even finished the Old Guard too. It bored me, which sucks because I liked the first one. I'll have to try it again. But Matthias Skonarts has been sentenced to 6 months in prison and £4,000 fine and a 1-year driving ban for driving without a valid license. Now, he is one of the stars of Supergirl. He's actually playing Creme of the Yellow Hills. He's the antagonist, the main antagonist for this film. Luckily, he's done filming. But Ensign Loki, member of the channel, is correct here. No press tour for him. While every reporter will be asking about it constantly. Yeah, that'll be every question for the rest of the cast. How's Matthias? Honestly, this is the most relatable, normal crime I've ever seen a celebrity commit. I've been in trouble for driving without a license. In fact, I've gone to jail. I did 24 hours in jail for driving without a license. Or was it no? Was it driving without a license or was it driving? No, my car wasn't legal. That's what it was. But, you know, shit happens. I don't know what his excuse is. I don't know what his excuse is. Mine was I had 4 kids and I was poor and busy and mostly poor and dumb. It was dumb. I didn't prioritize things correctly. I made a choice. Clearly he made a choice. But if you're gonna pick a relatable crime, this would be it. And to be fair, when I did my time, my 24 hours. It was like 15 years ago. So it was a really long time ago. So now he's crammed at the prison yard for 6 months. 6 months. I mean, they don't play. They don't play. 6 months? That I wonder if he's been caught several times before because 6 months in prison, £4,000 fine, and a year no driving. See, here you would probably get like, you're suspended for a year and you get a fine. But 6 months for like that's crazy. He's in Great Britain. Those are pounds or euros. I don't know. Hold on. There's news right here. Uh Oh my god, it doesn't say. That's super weird. I'm guessing Great Britain. It literally does not say. Look that up, Kino, and just drop it in the chat. Six months for shooting your gun off in your backyard on 4th of July? You dumb dumb. You got to live in the country for that nonsense and like shoot at a target. Loki says, Ensign Loki, member of the channel, if this happened in the US, literally no one would care. Like, yeah, no one would care. Like, no one would care. Hey, it's Polly, member of the channel, Ensign Polly from the Latino Slant. You had a prior drunk driving case, I believe, 5 years ago. I'm not that hardened. Oh, sorry. He. You can't make me laugh too hard because I will die. That's funny. I don't even have it anymore. I have to tell you a funny story about it sometime, though. But you know what I mean, Polly? Okay, so this is in Belgium. The actor has faced more than 10 convictions on driving related offenses in Belgium. Dude, now if he's had more than 10 convictions, and including drunk driving, and that happened in the US, he would never be driving again. Like that would not happen again. Now it's gone from, wow, this is like a super tame, relatable crime to, what the dude? Like seriously? You it's like you don't it's not that you don't know. You've been warned multiple times, not once, not twice, but over 10 times. You've had a chance. You've just burnt your life in Belgium to the ground. It's time to move on and get a driver's license. Maybe take some classes because you're not even going to get to do a press tour now for your big movie in the your big superhero movie. Even come on, yeah, I agree with you, Fernando. He's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Holy shnikes, Batman. What this guy? My hair is in my shirt. Okay. That's a little better. Omari, getting a license isn't hard. The more you drive, the more you get used to it. Oh my goodness. That is that got really funny. Oh. So apparently Paramount is big mad at Warner Brothers, and I don't want to get too much into it today because I want to talk about our main topic. But Paramount is, and I get, where is this at? I'm gonna pull this up. Paramount Warner Bros. Here it is. So Paramount Skydance alleges Warner Brothers Discovery process has been Paramount Skydance alleges Warner Brothers Discovery sales process has been tainted by management conflicts that favor Netflix bid. I don't understand why they would favor the Netflix bid when the government is already saying we're going to investigate and it's going to take years. It's going to stop everything right in its tracks and it's going to take years. So it really makes me feel like something nefarious is up. If they sell to Netflix, that's like it for theaters. That's like it for theaters. And not just it for theaters, that's it for quality films and television, because they will own the majority of streaming services out there, of the big streaming services out there. So that thing that we talked about Tuesday, that Joseph Kahn had said, they repealed the Paramount decrees, and there's no oversight. There's nothing really to stop them from making poor quality stuff, because numbers are only reported on subscribers, not per item. It's on the app, not the actual film or the TV show. So this could be really, really bad. Warner Brothers Discovery lawyers, in response to Paramount letter to David Zaslav, wrote that the Warner Brothers Discovery Board has fully and robustly complied with its fiduciary obligations. So it's looking like Netflix made a really fat offer and Paramount couldn't really meet that. And so now they're saying, unfair. This isn't fair. You're not giving me a chance. You're not giving me a chance. But the government has already said ad nauseum that if you do this, if you sell this company to Netflix, we are going to investigate you so hard, you're going to think that you're at the worst colonoscopy of your life. And we're going to be up there for years. You're not going to see a dime. Assets are going to be frozen. We're going to find all the skeletons in all the closets. We're going to find it all. So I gotta know, like, what's the reasoning? What's the reasoning behind this? Ensign Loki says, plus Universal said they will merge if they get it, which will also invite regulatory bodies. It took no time for Disney to acquire Fox despite antitrust concerns. You have a point, but I have a sneaking suspicion that they will investigate, that the government will step in this time. Because who's in office? I'm just saying. Again, my feelings on the matter, they should split the companies up. That's the plan if they don't sell it by the end of this month, by Christmas. The plan is to split the company and then sell it off in pieces. Hopefully, smaller independent companies. It needs to be smaller independent companies. There needs to be oversight. There needs to be, let me rephrase. There needs to be oversight on the individual projects. They need to be able to look at the performance of individual projects as opposed to the performance of an app, because that's what they've been doing. And that's why everything sucks so hard, because they own the store. But anywho, if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts, leave it in the chat below. I want to get to our final topic. I want to get to it. Lieutenant Kino, and that is why the government is threatening antitrust investigations. That's why. All right, where is my, there it is. So, weird. How weird is this? I haven't read the entire article yet. I had a lot of stuff going on this morning. But I just think it's funny, to quote my sex. I just think it's funny that I said the same thing months ago. And all the bigger trades and accounts and channels called me a loser and a grifter. I just think it's funny. Let's see, okay, what they have to say. So this is an article from the Direct, but they got their information from Puck News, who is Matthew Baloney. I do get his newsletter. James Gunn's DCU future reportedly uncertain amid Warner Brothers purchase. Who knew? Who would have guessed? One of the tenets of the DCU might be in question after a new Warner Brothers purchase update. A new report has added a level of uncertainty to James Gunn's DCU future amid ongoing Warner Brothers conversations. Even though Gunn's new interconnected DC canon is off to a blazing start with the release of Superman, Peacemaker, and Creature Commandos. Blazing. I say blazing. Nothing regarding the franchise is certain, as Warner Brothers heads to open market looking for a new owner. While some bidders have reportedly guaranteed Gunn's new DC franchise would not be affected by the new ownership search, one can never be too sure in circumstances such as this. Gunn himself has acknowledged this, discussing the insecurity that the overall entertainment industry can bring. According to a report from Puck, James Gunn and DC Studios co-lead Peter Safran may not have the autonomy that they seem to have if the purchase of Warner Brothers goes a certain way. Let me put on my surprised face. In the latest entry of the outlet's What I'm Hearing newsletter, it was reported that weapons director Zach Kreger, who previously teased having an idea for a DCU movie, has met with Paramount Skydance CIO and chair Josh Greenstein about making the movie happen. What's curious is that Paramount does not manage the DC portfolio in any way at this point. However, the studio is reportedly one of the leading bidders in the ongoing Warner Brothers sweepstakes. In her writing, Puck's Kim Masters posited that if a Paramount acquisition of Warner were to come to pass, Greenstein said he would love to make Krager's DC movie happen. This would seemingly sidestep the current DCU mandate of having everything go through Gunn and Safran, as at present, they only greenlight specific projects with scripts to their liking. This core tenet of the DCU has seemingly been what drew Gunn to the role as head of DC Studios in the first place, and could put his future with the franchise into question if Warner Brothers' new ownership, whomever they may be, were to meddle with that. Notably, fellow Warner pursuant Netflix publicly said it would maintain status quo within the DCU, something Paramount may not do. No frontrunner in the Warner Brothers sale has been officially named. The Warner Brothers sale puts the DCU in a precarious place. The ongoing saga surrounding the Warner Brothers purchase has put James Gunn and his DCU in a somewhat peculiar position. One would hope that when starting a new storytelling endeavor as vast and ambitious as something like the DCU, the corporate foundation beneath it would be solid. For DC Studios and the DCU, that could not be further from the truth. A Warner Brothers sale throws a level of uncertainty into the DCU equation that simply should not be there this early in its life. Gunn and his creative brain trust should not be worrying about who their new boss may be when they are actively laying the groundwork for what could be the next decade of DC storytelling. And yes, some of these Warner bidders have come out saying Gunn and the DCU will remain untouched if they are successful. But saying that is one thing, and acting upon it is completely another. Sports fans see this sort of thing all the time. A new owner comes in spouting nothing will change, only for the coach to be fired and the star player traded not too long after. These kinds of billionaire business folk often like to install their own guy or gal as a way of making their presence felt on the thing they just purchased. If there is one thing Gunn seems to hate, it is corporate meddling. He has been clear the DCU is a creative driven enterprise, all stemming from having a filmmaker like Gunn himself at the top. If Warner's new ownership oversteps their bounds, Gunn would not be up there for long. Boy, this all sounds super familiar. Where have I heard it before? This is embarrassing. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. If Greg Sipes can be fired, anyone can. Funny, I haven't heard back from him in a while. He's an odd duck, that one. Omari says, as a compromise, Gunn and Safran could switch roles. Safran won't be on Threads nearly as much. Lieutenant Kino seems like their use is to hold IP and work with third-party devs. Ensign Loki, it hasn't been solid for like a decade. I mean, truth. I feel like, hold on, I can adjust myself. I'm not comfortable. I feel like this just confirms everything that my sources have been telling me for months. This is everything my sources have been telling me for months. That on top of the thing that Gunn just like, wow, this is a lot. This is a lot. And I'm just tired. I like being a filmmaker, and he wants final say on everything. And anyone who owns that studio is not going to want to play ball with that. They are going to want final say. If I owned, listen, when I owned a salon and I had a head stylist who would act like a salon manager when I wasn't there, she was not allowed to just do whatever she wanted. She did not have final say in my salon. I had final say because it's mine. I owned it. I'm the one who put the money in. I'm the one who worked for it. I'm the one who, I'm the one who's held accountable if things go wrong and fail. I'm the one who has to pay the bills. I'm not going to want some salon manager who's going to come in and be like, well, I want final say on how things, what we sell and what we do. Yeah, no. No. So, and remember, him and Peter Safran, their contracts have not been renewed. Everyone else got their contracts renewed. Not Gunn and Peter Safran. So, the thing I've been saying for months, that I have been told from my sources is now being told by other people. Other people are now saying it. Am I still crazy? Am I still a liar? Am I still a grifter? And here's the thing. I like James Gunn's films. I liked Superman. I didn't adore it. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I loved The Suicide Squad. I loved Peacemaker Season 1. I did not like Peacemaker Season 2. Just annoyed me. I like him as a filmmaker. He is absolutely obnoxious as a studio head and someone who is on the internet. Like, stop. I'm not going just because I like someone's work doesn't mean I'm going to just how do I put that? Like what do you call that when someone blindly follow? Just because I like someone's work, I'm not going to blindly follow everything they say. Like 100%. I'm not going to blindly yeah, they're amazing. They always tell the truth. They never lie. I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. It's so stupid. So I like some of Zack Snyder's films. I like some of James Gunn's films. I don't like this whole pick it aside thing because that's childish. That's not what grown-ups do. That's not how the human mind works. It's just dumb. I'm on my side. That's it. So when I am told something from a source, and I have said this several times, I want to be clear. I'm only telling you what I've been told. That's all I can do. So all I can do is say, okay, here is what I have heard. Here's what I have been told. That's all I can do. If it turns out to be true, told you. If it doesn't happen, well, that's just how it goes sometimes. But at least I told you what I heard. At least I'm passing on the information. I always forget he did the Scooby-Doo movies. I think I watched them once. I will always pass on the information I get that I feel sound legit. Again, the people that told me this, they have no reason to make this up because they don't benefit from it. They don't want me to give their names. They want me to protect their anonymity, protect my source. So they gain absolutely nothing from giving me this information. I didn't ask about it. I didn't be like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, give me some information on Peter Safran and James Gunn. Give me some information on DC. No, these are just people I happen to know who said, hey, so I want to talk to you for a second. I heard this thing. And now months later, and I'm not going to get the credit. I'm not going to get the clout because I have under 14,000 subscribers and I'm not fully monetized and nobody cares about me except you guys, but that's fine because you guys are the best. It's okay. Yeah, the Snyder cult is just absolutely just insane. Those are some crazy, they're children, absolute children. The level of immaturity to be that divisive and cruel to other people. It's grow up. It's just a movie. Okay? They're just movies. Oh, thank you, Lord Toffee. Thank you. Remember, sharing is literally caring. Like that's how you help me out here. Hit the like button, subscribing if you're new, sharing the videos and streams, turning your notifications on. Make sure that's on. All notifications, turn those on. Okay? Keep your playlist going. I have brand new videos up for you guys today. I've got the full chunk, the full 1 hour and 15-minute history of Franklin Richards that took me, I don't know how many weeks to put together. Like, I think I've mentally blocked that all out. It's like my brain is protecting itself. But anyway, I've done that for you. It's there. It's there. And thanks to Kino's help, we've broken it up into 3 parts as well. We have part 1, part 2, and part 3. All are available on the channel for you to enjoy. Please watch it however is best for you, but make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment for me, share it to your friends, learn something new today. But we are 300 hours away from full monetization here at Comic Sand, and I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I'm going crazy. Anyway, 300 hours away, my friends. That also means 300 hours away from the giveaway. 3 games from Cards Against Humanity plus a comics and hoodie. So 300 hours, guys. Tonight is the members only live stream watch party over on the Discord. So if you're not a member, please consider joining. Tonight is your chance to hang out with me and some friends watching the Legendary Journeys of Hercules, or Hercules the Legendary Journeys. Also, It's your last chance. Drop a $5 super sticker and I'll show you my favorite clip that I made for you guys. I made you guys special clips to go along with your super chats and super stickers. So before the stream ends, while I'm doing the thank yous and stuff, if you leave a $5 super sticker or super chat, I'll play that clip. I'm so excited. I made these and I worked so hard on them. But anyway, also there's buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA. You can go to this QR code right here or go to this link down here. Also, everything in the description below. So if you miss it, it's in the description or on my website, comics-and.com. But if you go to buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA, you can chip in as little or as much as you can to help keep the channel rolling. There's also Cash App, $DanielleSoncasie. Also, chip in as much as you can. There's also patreon.com/comics and yes, the original Nerdling Army. Just like the members of the channel, you get early access to all the videos. So the Franklin Richards breakdown dropped this past Saturday. So members of the channel have been able to watch it like since Saturday before. And it just went live this morning at 8 a.m. because apparently that's when my analytics say is the best time to drop a video for me. Okay. So there's that. There's behind the scenes outtakes, which, there is definitely extra content for channel members also like that. There's also exclusive merch on the Patreon that you can't get anywhere else, exclusive to original Nerdling Army members. And you get that every 3 months for the first year of your membership. There are 3 different tiers starting as little as $3 a month. And I love you. Thank you. I love my patrons. Your name goes in the end of the credits of every single live stream and video if you join the Patreon. Yes. And there's also the merch store, comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Check that out. It is Christmas. I know you're doing Christmas shopping. So what better way to help support the channel and shop for all your nerdy loved ones by going to comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of designs on hundreds more products, all designed by yours truly. So check it out, comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. I'm an affiliate for so many different companies. That's all in the description below, as well as on the website, comics-and.com. All of my stuff, all of my links, all my reviews, my portfolio with all my special effects looks, other looks, information about the channel, a little information about me, all there at comics-and.com. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to love more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So go to red5.bio.link today to discover more of your Red 5 family of podcasts. Check in with the chat. Ayo! There it is. Super sticker. And here we go. Here it is. Here's the clip I've been dying to show you.
There are 4 lights.
There are 4 lights. I hope you liked that because I really liked that. Thank you. Thank you very much, DL, for making that happen. Thank you. I was so excited to show that off. Penny! Good morning, Penny! I was so excited to show that off, DL. You have no idea. There are 4 lights. It's a very common thing to be yelled in this house. There are 4 lights. And there are other clips. So, anywho, thank you so much, guys. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time. I'll be back tomorrow. Remember, join as a member so you can join our live stream tonight, our members only watch party tonight. Hercules on Throwback Thursday Theater over on the Discord. All right, guys, you have a great, great day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Members, I'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on the members only Discord. Keep your eyes peeled, y'all, because Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you.